All right, fans, welcome back for the game that almost didn't make it on the air. We have had some technical glitches here tonight, but it looks good. Finally, this is Adam Presswood. Chris and I are about 8 minutes away from bringing you live action from the first round of the boys' version of the Bowling Green tournament, in which our Ellsbury Indians will square off against Bowling Green. Bowling Green will send out 00 Javon Moore. He's a 5'9" sophomore. Kaleo Dade, number 3, a 5'11" sophomore. Corey Bell, number 4, a 6'1" senior. Dylan Henderson, a 5'11" senior, wearing number 10. Drew Bowen, a 5'11" sophomore, wearing number 12. Noah Pafford, wearing number 21, a 5'10" senior. Matt McDonald, wearing number 22, a 6'4" sophomore. Cameron Worley, wearing number 23, a 5'9" sophomore. Lane Parker, wearing number 24, a 5'8" sophomore. Austin Callahan, wearing number 25, a 6-foot sophomore. Bryson Heidecker, wearing number 30, a 6-foot junior. Gavin Dieters, wearing number 32, a 5'9" sophomore. George Niemeyer, wearing number 35, a 6'4" sophomore. McCoy Thompson, wearing number 40, a 6-foot sophomore. And Josh Sparks, wearing number 55, he's a 6'3" junior. The head coach for the Bowling Green Bobcats is Kerry Bibb. The assistant coach is Ryan Schlender. Ellsbury will send out number 2, Nathan Reed, a 6-foot junior. Number 4, Stephen Bodeker, a 5'11" junior. Number 10, Michael Kelly, a 6-foot senior. Number 11, Josh Jerkowski, a 6'1" senior. Number 12, Derek Taylor, a 6'2" junior. Possibly number 22, Gabriel Hill, a 6'3" freshman. Number 24, Jake Reimel, a 6-foot sophomore. Number 44, Garrick Hill, a 6'6" junior. And number 54, Trevor Anthony, a 6'6" junior. The head coach for the Ellsbury Indians is Chad Twellman. The assistant coach is Andrew Hopkins. Managers are listed as Sammy Chapman, Mackenzie Joe Johnson, and Lauren Eberhart. So that will do it for starting announcements. I'm going to break away and run some messages from a few of our sponsors, and we'll be back for our starters here in about 4 minutes.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better health care. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? If the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, fans, we're back with about 50 seconds remaining before the announcement of starting lineups. They typically don't use all of that time, but watch them make me a liar here tonight. We'll be right back after the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bowling High School and the 93rd annual Bowling Green basketball tournament. This is the second game. Tonight it will feature the visiting Ellsbury Indians and the home team, the Bowling Green Bobcats.
All right, Ellsbury is the visiting team here tonight.
Activities Association, please show good sportsmanship while cheering for your
For those of you who are interested, Silex did lose to Van Far just a few minutes ago.
First, for the visiting Ellsbury Indians.
And for Ellsbury, starters will be number 2, Nathan Reed. Number 10, Michael Kelly. Number 12, Derek Taylor. Number 44, Garrick Hill. And number 54, Trevor Anthony.
Bowman and assistant coach Andrew Hopkins. Now it's from the starting lineup. For the home team, the Bowling Green.
And for the home team, the Bowling Green Bobcats.
Junior
Number 3, Kaleo Dade.
Senior
Number 4, Corey Bell.
Senior
Number 10, Dalen Henderson. Number 23, Cameron Worley. And number 55, Josh Sparks. Chris, at this tournament, I always feel like I have to yell into our headset because there's so much volume.
There is.
It's about 3 times louder than the Clopton tournament. And I can't always hear myself even. All right, Trevor Anthony will be jumping against Bowling Green's Corey Bell. Bell, on paper at least, is giving up 5 inches.
When they came out in warm-ups, he got his elbow above the rim, though.
Did he really?
He did.
Lovely. And he easily has the tip-off. And Bowling Green controls the action to start things off. Nathan Reed knocks it out of bounds, and the Bobcats will keep it on their end. Bowling Green stuck on the outside. Ellsbury doing a good job. As quick as Bowling Green is, Ellsbury still denying. I'm curious to see what Bowling Green's weapons are. They look like a team that's searching for an outside shot, but I don't know that for a fact. Nope, there's the bounce pass into the low post. The shot is blocked, but the Bobcats get it back.
Garrick Hill got bumped and didn't call a foul on it.
Bowling Green for 3, it's no good. Rebounded by Garrick Hill. The long pass to Michael Kelly. Kelly goes alone to the glass, and it's off. Rebounded by Bowling Green. Bobcats for 3 again. It's off the same spot of the iron. Rebounded by Hill from the other side. Nathan Reed now for the 3. It's way short. Rebounded by Taylor. Taylor can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Kelly.
Good
Kelly
Lord.
off the glass misses. And there's a foul on Derek Taylor. His first, and it'll give the ball back to the Bobcats. My goodness.
Coach Twellman is not at all happy about that exchange.
Neither team finding the iron kind so far. Bowling Green down underneath, 3-on-1, and he still gets it to fall. I think that was number 23, Cameron Worley. There's a Bowling Green steal by Worley. He's going to take it all the way in. The shot doesn't fall, rebounded by Hill. Nathan Reed to Trevor Anthony. Anthony banks it in, and it's 2-2, but it's been an ugly 2-2. Steve Bodeker set to check in for Ellsbury. The 2-pointer by Bowling Green doesn't fall.
And he gets his own rebound.
The putback doesn't fall. Off the glass,
My
it doesn't
God,
fall,
they're
and he
getting
gets
rebounded.
the putback again. Goodness gracious.
Bowling Green with 3 offensive rebounds on that exchange.
Reed nearly loses it. And does lose it, finally. Here come the Bobcats. Number 4 all the way down. The shot doesn't fall, but he draws the block. That's going to be the second foul on Derek Taylor, I think.
And Nathan Reed came away from that other play limping.
Well, this has been his first basketball season back after a serious incident with his leg during football. The foul shot misses. Bodeker checks in for Taylor. Both foul shots missed.
And they
Bowling
get
Green
another
has the
offensive rebound. And another offensive rebound.
That one is on Garrick Hill, his first. It'll send Bowling Green back to the stripe. You know, Chris and I, when we were younger, and even up until more recently, have heard our mother say that there's an invisible gremlin up above the rim that just sort of pushes the ball away or helps it in depending on what he's feeling like that night, and he's feeling kind of weird tonight as Bowling Green sinks the foul shot. They lead 5-2. 6-2 now.
I'll bet Bowling Green already has about 10 offensive rebounds. And this quarter isn't even halfway over.
Reed with the pass into Anthony. Anthony off the glass, can't get it to fall, but he does get the foul. It's on number 55, Josh Sparks, his first. Anthony hits the first, and we needed it desperately. The second pops out. Hill with the rebound and the putback. That's what we need finally. Worley with the drive to the basket. The shot doesn't fall. Hill comes away with it for Ellsbury. And now Nathan Reed is going to take it all the way in. Off the glass, and it's good. That gives Ellsbury their first lead of the night, 7-6. The Bowling Green takes it right back. That was Bell with the layup, and Bowling Green goes back up by 1. Bodeker and Nathan Reed taking too much time out there, passing back and forth. Nobody else is moving. They're just begging for that ball to be stolen. Reed for 3. It's off the rim, rebounded by Bell. Bowling Green with the pass inside to the low post. They kick it back out to Worley. Worley wanted the 3. Instead, he kicked it in for the short 2-pointer that didn't fall. Ellsbury with the rebound. Hill inside now. Nice move to the basket. It's 9-8. Ellsbury goes back up by 1. Worley for 3, and it's good. 11-9. This is going to be a nail biter, I think, as it should be with a number 4 and a number 5 seeded game. Kelly for 3, and he buries it. And we've got a game. 12-11 now in Ellsbury's favor. Oh. That is what you don't want to see. They left number 55, Josh Sparks, wide open. He made it look easy. Bowling Green back up by 1. Reed from the top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Hill. Oh, Hill with a nice fake.
Beautiful move.
Such good footwork for a big guy. 14-13. Indians favor. Bell's double teamed and gives it up to Worley on the outside. Worley gives it up. Now Bowling Green from the key, it misses. Bell with the rebound and the putback. Nathan Reed drives the baseline and kicks it out to nobody. Michael Kelly was quick enough to spare that. Hill for the three.
Oh, in and out.
Yep.
They got to get back. Bell's on the wing.
Bowling Green with the drive all the way in. The shot falls, and the foul is going to be against number 2, Nathan Reed. So Kaleo Dade is going to go to the line. Number 35 and 32 in for Bowling Green. That's George Niemeyer and Gavin Dieters.
And Reimel and Hill check in for Ellsbury.
All right, after the trip to the charity stripe, it's 18-14 in favor of Bowling Green. Maybe no, they led by 5 at one point, I think. Close to their largest lead. So Gabry and Garrick Hill both into the game. Bowling Green misses everything, rebounded by Trevor Anthony. Reimel with some heads up ball movement there, and Bodeker's going to slow it down. Roughly 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Hill to Hill, and Garrick makes good off the glass. I think they said white 3. If so, that's Kaleo Dade.
Dangerous pass. Hill was luckily able to grab it.
Michael Kelly comes in for Trevor Anthony.
Oh.
Man, 18-16 after Hill's trip to the stripe. Worley goes all the way, 2-on-1, and finds a way to get that to fall. Michael Kelly hits the ground hard, and he's still not up. There he is. He got up slowly. 20-16, under 10 seconds remaining in the first. Gabry Hill on the outside, nice pass to his brother. Garrick spins and gets it to fall.
Man.
There is the buzzer ending the first
Good quarter.
And it's 20-18 in Bowling Green's favor. We'll be back.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
There's the buzzer to start things off here in the second quarter. For those of you just joining us, it is 20-18 in Bowling Green's favor. That score, I don't think, is a good indicator of the aggressive play that both teams have put forth from the very first second. Gabry Hill for 3, and he nails it. That puts Ellsbury up by 1. Bowling Green stalled for the first time. Bell for the 2. And it clips Webbing. Bobcats back up by 1. I think we're going to be able to breathe on this one till the very last second. Maybe not even then. Reimel with the pass to Gabriel. Gabriel's pass to Garrick was deflected, and now it is out of bounds, and I think it's going to go back to Ellsbury. Reimel inbounds and finds Gabriel way out there. Now Michael Kelly for the 3. It's off the rim. Rebound. Oh, I thought Reimel
almost had it.
Worley for 3 from the top of the key. Buries it, and it's 25-21. The lead grows. Nice pass into Reimel in the paint. He should have taken the shot.
Yep.
Drawn the foul. That's easy to say, but
wasn't anywhere to thread that pass, but that's okay.
Nathan Reed comes back in, and Gabriel takes a seat after doing a nice job. He doesn't get very many varsity minutes, but he handled the few that he got now with poise. Bell for 3, and he buries it. Well, I don't know what I prefer, the nail biter or watching Bowling Green come alive from the perimeter. They're neither one comfortable, but there you have it. It's now 28-21, and we're going to stick with you through this timeout. I don't have enough time to run a commercial right now. Coming out of the timeout, Ellsbury makes no changes that I can see. Reed on the outside, a pass in to Trevor Anthony at the high post. Anthony with nowhere to go, kicks it out to Reimel. Reimel with a nice bounce inside to Bodeker, who gives it back up. The three-pointer by Reimel missed everything.
He's got rebound.
Yeah, he's got the rebound off the glass. It's no good.
Try it again. Got to give him an A for effort, though.
And Worley throws it out of bounds. It'll come back Ellsbury's way. All right, Nathan Reed brings it across the timeline. There's the pass to Garrick Hill at the high post. Hill gives it to Reimel at the top of the key. Reimel swings to his right. And now Trevor Anthony way outside. That's not where you want to see him playing. Reed drives in and lays one in off the glass to cut Bowling Green's lead to 5. Bell is fouled by Trevor Anthony. I think they said maybe it's Reimel. It's Reimel. His first, and I'm not sure I agree with that.
Nope, I don't think many other people do either.
Coach Twellman just incredulous about that call, but he's going to laugh.
Sometimes that's all you can do.
Yeah, most of the time that's all you can do. Your two choices are
laugh or get a technical.
Yell, cry, and that's about it. All right, so 29-23 coming out of the trip to the foul line, and Nathan Reed off the glass, can't get it to fall, but he draws the foul. As I get older, fans, my ability to see the referee's fingers diminishes.
That was on Bell, I think.
Yeah, number 4, Corey Bell. I used to not need the scoreboard as Reed drains the first. And Chris, help me again. They've just sent in somebody off of the junior varsity roster. I know his first name is Eddie, but I don't have him down on anything.
I don't know what his last name is.
We'll have to check. Eddie Bonstel, we're being told. All right, Bowling Green looks to have knocked it out of bounds. Ellsbury will get it back underneath their own. Nice pass into Garrick Hill. The pump fake. The shot doesn't fall. How he got that rebound, I'll never know.
Oh.
The putback doesn't fall. Trevor
Good
Anthony
job,
has
boys.
it
Good
and
job.
muscles it in. Out of bounds again. Last touched. Oh, last touched by Ellsbury.
Oh.
Sparks with the turnaround, and it's 31-26. Garrick Hill with the drive to the basket. The shot does not fall. Eddie Bonstel with the rebound. He kicks it back out to Michael Kelly, and Kelly drains it. That brings Ellsbury to within 2.
Back to a ball game. Ooh, nice pass, blocked by Trevor Anthony.
And they're saying that he got all ball. Dade comes back into the game for Bowling Green as Sparks takes a seat. Bowling Green for 3, no good. Rebounded by Trevor Anthony. Here comes Garrick Hill. He'll take it all the way in, probably. Nope.
No charging. Coach Twelman doesn't agree with that one either.
That's his second. I didn't see it. Did you?
No, I don't think they had position for that one, but
Here comes Bell. Will he go all the way?
oh,
no,
now they call him a blocking.
He draws the blocking foul against Garrick Hill. That's already 3 fouls on Garrick. They've got his number tonight. To my eyes, Hill was jumping away from him.
Well, and
I mean, not that that necessarily means you can't be charged with the blocking foul, but Derek Taylor comes in for him.
it looked like Bell might have gotten away with a little bit of a shove also, so what can you do?
Bell hits the first. And it's a 3-point Bowling Green lead, and Bodeker is going to come back in for the Indians. Bell misses the second. Nice rebound by Taylor. There's the pass to Bonstel. He's way out there.
Taylor's playing with 2 fouls also, though.
Kelly with some fancy footwork out there. Nice pass into Bonstel. Reed gets nowhere close.
But he was fouled.
He was. And that's on Noah Pafford. his first as Eddie Bonstel checks out. Who went in for him?
Bodecker.
Okay.
Oh.
Bodecker has gotten away with a couple close travels. Taylor for three.
There you go.
That ties it. Worley, the three doesn't fall. Taylor draws the foul, I think, on Dade. Yes, his second. Number 55, Josh Sparks, checks back in for Bowling Green. Nathan Reed finds Kelly barely. And Kelly is going to take it all the way in. The shot doesn't fall. He gets his own rebound. Boy, he fought for that. But he loses it. No, Bowling Green kicked it out of bounds. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the half. Nathan Reed, he has been off tonight.
He hasn't been off by much.
No.
Once he finds a stroke, he'll be good, but
and all of a sudden this game has slowed way down. I think both teams are actually getting tired. And that's the danger of a game like this. You run out of steam at halftime, and then you come out and it's a completely different game in the third and fourth quarter. And we've got a timeout taken by Bowling Green. We'll be back.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
A minute 25, 32-32, and Bowling Green controls possession. Worley slowly brings it across the timeline. The pass into Sparks, whose shot doesn't fall. And Taylor has the rebound for Ellsbury. Here comes Michael Kelly off the glass, and it's good. Ellsbury goes up by 2. There's a turnover by Bowling Green. Taylor nearly loses it. Bodecker for 3.
Oh.
Bowling Green throws it away.
No, it was off Taylor.
Oh, no. There's the bounce into Sparks. He kicks it back out. Worley now to Bell. Bell's double teamed. Taylor's going to have to watch it. Sparks now off the feed. Ties it again at 34, under 20 seconds left in the half. Ellsbury doesn't have much time.
Gotta hand it. It's been a good half on both teams.
Yes, it has. Michael Kelly for three, and
Yes.
he nails it. At the buzzer, Ellsbury goes up 37-34, and we'll be back in a few.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This has been brought to you by your friends at Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Democrat. Log on to www.ellsbury.com today.
Tonight's game is not only
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Well, fans, that is the 1-minute warning as both teams prepare to retake the court. And if you are just tuning in, it has been one heck of a ball game. Back and forth doesn't even begin to describe it. And nail-biter seems like an overused cliche of some kind. But the score is 37-34 in favor of Ellsbury, thanks to a three-pointer at the buzzer, courtesy of Michael Kelly. I made the comment just before halftime that both teams were starting to look a little bit winded, and sometimes games like this are a blessing and a curse because you expend all of your energy and then you get 10 minutes to rest, and when you come out for the third, things aren't quite the same. I don't know if we'll see that or not. Ellsbury sends out Garrick Hill, Trevor Anthony, Derek Taylor, Michael Kelly, and Nathan Reed. And there is a quick Ellsbury turnover, or is it? Yes, I thought for a second it was going to roll out of bounds and we get it back, but that's not the way to start. Dade on the outside now finds Worley at the top of the key, or near it anyway. I'm not sure what Bowling Green's looking for, but there's the three-pointer by Dade. It's off the iron, rebounded by Taylor. Nathan Reed for three. Can he do better? Yes. And Ellsbury goes up by 6. Dade for 3 again, and another miss. Hill rather with the rebound for Ellsbury. Trevor Anthony has it stripped away, but he draws the foul. That's on number 3, Dade, his third. At least 4 players playing with 3 fouls in this game. That could prove to be important before this third quarter ends. Hill
Good
with a
spin.
Yeah, beautiful move to the basket. It's 42-34. Nathan Reed with the foul. And that's his second. The three-pointer for Bowling Green doesn't fall. Taylor with the rebound for Ellsbury. Here come the Indians. Taylor takes it all the way in. I thought for a second it was going to be offensive. The shot fell. Did it not fall?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're calling it before the shot, I guess.
All right, timeout taken. We'll be back.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, Michael Kelly with a nice inbounds pass to Anthony. The shot misses, and Ellsbury comes away with the rebound. Nathan Reed to the glass. It does not fall.
2 missed chances. And their bodies going everywhere.
It's been a clumsy start to this second half. Michael Kelly, I think, with the foul.
Yeah.
Yes. Bowling Green struggled but got it in. Worley now on the outside.
Blocked again by Trevor Anthony. Good job.
Derek Taylor now on the outside for Ellsbury. There's the pass to Anthony at the high post. He dribbles in, then kicks it out to Kelly. Kelly
Beautiful.
for 3. He is on it tonight. Ellsbury goes up by 11. Easily the largest lead of this game.
Bowling Green hasn't scored this quarter.
Worley throws it away. As number 32, Gavin Dieters, comes in. Taylor into Hill. Hill with the baseline drive, kicks it back out. Taylor for the 3 now.
Oh.
No good. That one's out of bounds, and the Bobcats will take it over. Dade from the stripe, another great block by Trevor Anthony. Michael Kelly.
Oh.
The bounce pass intended for Anthony on the dunk, I think, but they threw it away.
Anthony wasn't quite there yet when he made that pass.
If that's on Garrick Hill, that's his 4th, and it is.
That is.
It sends Bell to the stripe. Where he makes good on the first, and Bodeker checks back in. Garrick is going to take a seat. Bell makes them both. 45-36.
See how Ellsbury responds with Hill on the bench now, though.
Nathan Reed for 3. It's in and out. Rebounded by Dade.
It looked good.
Bell from the stripe. It rims out. Ellsbury with the rebound. It is a much different game without Garrick Hill.
It is.
Even with Trevor Anthony still in there as our big post player. Sometimes they let him play, and other times they call it on the cheap. They've gone back and forth as far as officiating.
Well, it's all right if they let him
one.
play, as long as they let him play on both ends of the floor.
Trevor Anthony kicks it out to Taylor. Taylor.
Oh.
Well, Bowling Green got away with one a few seconds ago, but they didn't give it back our way. And Taylor, unfortunately, it was obvious.
That's 3 on him.
I don't blame him. I'd have done it too. But most of the decisions that I would have made are bad ones. So I'm hardly an example.
Well, a lot of times the level of the foul depends on the acting ability of the person on the other end.
It was a fairly hard
It was
elbow.
fairly obvious, sure, but
Worley can't get it to fall, rebounded by Bodeker. Reed now with the nice bounce pass to Anthony, who goes
Good
up 3
job.
on 1.
They're calling it on the floor, though. No shot.
That one is on Cameron Worley. And unbelievably, that's only his first. Reed from the top of the key.
There he goes.
Buries it. Ellsbury is up by 12.
Once Reed gets the feel, he can be really, really dangerous. Hopefully that's the case tonight.
And Bowling Green throws it away. The third quarter has been all Ellsbury, and Derek Taylor
misses a wide open layup.
Oh, that was painful.
And they're going to call that a blocking.
That is one of the worst calls I've seen all season.
He was set for days before he got there. He was set for days.
That is an offensive foul. Even if your parents were cousins, you can discern that. And somehow it ends up being a blocking foul. That is absolutely ridiculous.
I think he was planted before Bowling Green even got past half court.
.205 remaining. Bowling Green with possession. Worley now to the hole.
Blocked by Anthony.
Nicely done.
No, too far ahead. But he threw it off of Bowling Green. Good job.
That is off of the leg of Sparks. There's a timeout taken by Ellsbury, and we'll be back.
Tonight is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
All right, Jake Reimel into the game for Ellsbury. There's the pass inside to Taylor, and Taylor is quickly fouled by number 23. That is Worley, his second. Taylor makes good on the first. The second one is off the back, but Ellsbury briefly controlled the rebound. The pass intended for Trevor Anthony goes out of bounds, but I thought the Bobcats knocked it out.
It looked like they had tipped it. That's what Anthony was saying, and that's what Coach Trauman was saying.
Nathan Reed with the attempted steal knocks it away. Bell throws it right into the hands of Taylor, who's all too happy to take it. Reed goes all the way in. The nice bounce pass to Trevor Anthony, who's fouled.
Perfect setup by Nathan Reed.
That was Worley's third. He had none coming into this third quarter, and he's picked up 3 in the last just few minutes of play. Anthony misses the first off the front. We're not far enough ahead that we can give up free throws.
Nope.
Bell takes a seat for Bowling Green, and Henderson comes in. Gabriel Hill is set to go in for Ellsbury.
Missed them both. Stays here, though. Nice job by Reimel, who snuck in at some point in time.
He did.
So did Hill.
Nice spin move by Nathan Reed. The 3 is in and out. Unbelievable.
Good Lord.
Jake Reimel hiccuped, and he's called for a foul. Sparks was waiting for that one. And with under a minute left, it's 49-38. Reed loses it off the dribble to Dade. And here comes Sparks off the feed. That's what I was talking about. They're not going away. It's now just a 9-point Ellsbury lead. 32 seconds.
He's bumping.
Now in the second half, this has become a very poorly officiated game. I was happy with the officiating before. It was going both ways. They seem to have taken a little vacation. And the foul is on Dieters, his first. Garrick Hill, Trevor Anthony, and Derek Taylor check back in with 14 seconds left.
Beautiful position by Trevor Anthony.
The foul will go against Dade. It'll bring Bell back into the game.
And brings Trevor Anthony back to the free throw line.
And Bodeker and Reimel are going to come back in. Well, Reimel is going to come back in now for Derek Taylor. It's a lot of confusing last second.
I think Chad just put him in for that last
substitution, but
last play. Trevor Anthony's got to make good on these free throws.
He does not. That hasn't been his spot tonight.
And they throw it out of bounds. Good, we got a break.
2.1 remaining in the third, and Ellsbury will get it back. Gabriel Hill takes a seat. Eddie Bonstell is back into the game. And Hill never had a prayer, but that's okay. At the buzzer, it's 49-40, a 9-point Ellsbury lead. We'll be back.
At Ellsbury Medicine in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
It's down to the final 8. Ellsbury sends out Garrick Hill, Steve Bodeker, Derek Taylor, Michael Kelly, and Trevor Anthony. Oh, beautiful move to the basket by Garrick Hill. And it's in to put Ellsbury back up by 11. Bell goes all the way in.
There we go.
All right. It's a charge. So they can call those. Hill inbounds to Taylor in the backcourt. Out of bounds, last touch by the Bobcats. Taylor finds Anthony on the outside. Anthony gives it up to Bodeker, and now it's back with Taylor.
Oh, yep.
It's travel on Michael Kelly, and from somewhere I'm already hearing the chant for Eddie, who has been in the game multiple times.
He scraps.
Bowling Green for 3, it's no good.
Yep.
On Sparks? No.
55, I think.
Yeah, Sparks. His third.
Trevor Anthony going back to the free throw line.
Michael Kelly just took a seat. Was it Nathan Reed that went in for him? I think it was.
Yeah.
So it's Trevor Anthony, Nathan Reed, Steve Bodeker, Derek Taylor, and Garrick Hill for Ellsbury. 6.5 remaining.
God.
Man.
Got to get those free throws. He's missed 4.
Sparks for the 2, and it's good. Cuts Ellsbury's lead to 9. Oh, Hill with a beautiful pass to Anthony. Anthony's shot doesn't fall.
Gets his own rebound. Good job.
The putback was good, and it's an 11-point game again. Worley for 3. It rims out, rebounded by Hill, who didn't leave his feet for that rebound.
Nope.
Taylor kicks it out to Reed. Reed with his back to the basket for a while. That's not something he's used to. There he is for the 3, off the rim. Last touch by Ellsbury.
You know, if Ellsbury can get a stop on the defensive end, they need to stall on the offensive end.
Bowling Green for three. Out of bounds, last touched by the Bobcats.
Oh.
That was costly, but Ellsbury hung on, and a timeout taken by Coach Twellman. We'll be right back.
Pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Coming out of the timeout, it's 53-42, still in Ellsbury's favor. 4:42 remaining in the game. Ellsbury sends out Bodeker, Garrick Hill, Derek Taylor, Nathan Reed, and Trevor Anthony. Taylor into Anthony. Anthony has it stripped, but Taylor gets it back. Garrick Hill now on the outside.
Yep. Get some time off that clock. They've got the lead.
Another near steal by Bowling Green. Reed for three. There
we
it
go.
is. Ellsbury up by 14. Now we can breathe a little. Bowling Green for the three. It's off. But they're going to get the rebound. That was impressive. I got to give it to number 32.
And Garrick Hill gets it back. Beautiful.
Reed made it look easy.
Charge again. Perfect.
Yes, sir. That is the fourth foul on Mr. Worley. Jake Reimel back in. Michael Kelly back in.
I think they need a designated floor wiper for some of these games.
What. Well, Taylor had to work to get it out of the backcourt.
Yes, he did.
And there's a turnover for Ellsbury. That is going to be a blocking foul on Trevor Anthony. And it sends Pafford to the line. I think that's a 21. Yes, Pafford to the line for Bowling Green. That's Trevor Anthony's second foul. The charity shot is good. As is the second one. Taylor and Reimel in a little more trouble than they would have liked.
But now Ellsbury's slowing it down.
Yeah, everything's in their favor now.
No point in rushing.
Taylor is fouled, I think, by Bell. His third. Taylor sinks the first.
You know, this is one of those games again where you got to give credit to both teams. It's been a hard-fought game both ways.
Bowling Green came out the softer team after halftime.
Yes.
But that's not to diminish their effort at all.
No.
59-44 coming out of the trip to the line. Taylor didn't make the second.
A lot of times that little 10-minute break at halftime can really mess things up. You wouldn't think it would, but it does.
Nathan Reed is fouled by number 21, Pafford, his second. Well, you know, I was a weightlifter for decades, and a lot of times if you're lifting really heavy, they say 2 minutes in between those really heavy sets on the bench as Reed misses the first. And you wouldn't think it would matter, but if you rest 2.5 minutes in between sets, something in the mentality changes, and when you go back to do that lift again,
a lot harder.
It's harder. So you have to time it just right. As Reed sinks the second, it's 60-44. Worley from downtown, and it clips Webbing. That brings Bowling Green back to within 13, and we've got a timeout taken. We'll be back.
Balls and strikes, fouls or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
.204 remaining, 60-47 the score in favor of Ellsbury. Hill hung on barely and got it into the hands of Reed, who kicked it back out to Michael Kelly, who's quickly fouled by Pafford. No, Dieters. Kelly hits the first. And the second as well. There's a turnover by the Bobcats.
Oh.
And another one by Ellsbury as Bell steals it and turns around and lays one in. Bell was trying to do the same thing again, and that is going to be his fourth foul. It'll send Taylor to the line. Taylor misses the first. It just laid up there for a while. But he hit the second. That puts Ellsbury up by 14. And should that trend continue, our People's Bank and Trust players of the game will be, as I pause to watch Worley lay one in off the glass. And now Michael Kelly with the easy layup. You know, Chris, I was struggling to actually think of who we were going to bring up here. We owe some player of the game interviews from a few nights ago when we had technical problems. We owe interviews to Nathan Reed and to Trevor Anthony, but Garrick Hill has done a heck of a job here tonight as well. Worley for the three, and he nails it. It's 67-54, and a timeout is called. We'll be back.
Pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, so our People's Bank and Trust players of the game will be Nathan Reed and Trevor Anthony. Michael, can you reach over and do that? I can't. All right, I've temporarily switched cameramen as Garrick Hill struggles to inbound, and finally he called for time, but they ignored it, and they're going to give the ball to Bowling Green. 37 seconds remaining. Bowling Green for three, and it falls. That cuts the lead to 10. And now Nathan Reed is fouled by Drew Bowen. Reed hits the first as Eddie Bonstel, Gabriel Hill, and here in a second, Jake Reimel will check in. Bonstel and Gabriel Hill are already in. Here comes Reimel for Nathan Reed, who gets a well-deserved round of applause. Bowling Green with an easy layup. It brings the lead back to 10, but it's not going to matter now with 14 seconds remaining in the game. Michael Kelly, will Bowling Green foul or will they just let it go? All right, that's going to do it. There's the buzzer. As our Ellsbury boys have won this one, 69-59. And we'll be right back.
Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
All right, fans, we are back with one of our co-People's Bank and Trust players of the game, Trevor Anthony. Trevor, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, that's what I want to check first of all. And number one, we owed Trevor an interview from a week or so ago during our doubleheader at home against, help me, who was it? Community, when we had some technical difficulties and weren't able to get interviews on the air. But that does not detract from the fact that you earned this again here tonight. So very quickly, just sort of tell us what worked.
I think our shooters were actually shooting tonight, unlike when we were having at Louisiana. But we got it hot tonight, and we just kept it flowing through the post. And whenever we needed to kick out, we kicked it out, and we hit shots.
There seems to have been a change in your style of play, and by that I mean the whole team's. For a while, it kind of seemed like you waited to see what the other team brought and then tried to sort of catch up. These last few games, win or lose, you have hit the ground running and played your style one way or another. Is that in my imagination, or is that something you guys have worked on?
No, we worked on it. We had a little heart-to-heart one night during practice, and ever since then, we've been flowing really good.
It's been a different team these last few games. Did you have this Bowling Green team scouted out well in advance? Have you watched films, or was it a different sort of strategy that you brought in?
Yeah, we've been watching film. Coaches gives us every opportunity to get the edge up on our opponents, no matter who it is. Even when we played in the Warren tournament, every game we had a film on them. So.
Looked to me like you were the team that kept your wind coming out of halftime, and Bowling Green got a little bit tired. What was the secret to not coming out tired? I know there was a game against, was it Hannibal earlier at the Warrenton tournament, where it worked the other way. Coming out of halftime, you were the tired team, and Hannibal kept their energy. How did it end up working in your favor this time? What's the secret?
I think we just, ever since that Warrenton tournament, we've been coming together really good, and we've been clicking with each other and sharing the ball.
I would definitely agree. Can we look forward to more of the same heading into the end of the season?
Definitely.
Excellent. Congratulations once again.
Thank you, sir.
You are our co-People's Bank and Trust player of the game, and I'll let you switch headsets with Nathan Reed, and I'll have him step up in front for a second. Nathan, I'll ask you the same quick question. Can you hear me in your headset?
Yeah.
All right. And I'll ask you the same first question that I asked Trevor. What went right tonight? What was the secret recipe?
I feel like we pushed the ball really well. Everybody got out in transition, and second half we played really good defense, and it led to easy buckets.
And again, another quick question. You personally, the team, however you want to answer this, what was the scouting process and the preparation process like for this Bowling Green team? In the first half, they were tough. They weren't going anywhere, and it looked like they just kind of got winded in the second half, but you can't count on that. What were you prepared to do to win this game coming in?
We knew that they could shoot, so we really had to pressure the three-point line, but we just we played hard defense and just tried to keep them out of the paint, and it came out with whoever had more heart.
And Trevor was saying that this team has really been working on some things since that Warrenton tournament and has been prioritizing sort of fusing together as a tighter team, more close-knit, able to read one another's minds and play together a little differently. Number one, would you agree with that? And number two, what sort of steps does a team take to make that happen?
Oh, I completely agree with that. We're all really starting to be unselfish with the basketball, and we're always looking to win. We're really just trying to get that W.
Any personal goals that you've set for yourself before the season ends?
I just want to have me and my team make it to state and just try to be our best.
Sounds good to me. I'd like to go there with you. All right, Nathan, congratulations. Once again, our co-People's Bank and Trust players of the game, Nathan Reed and Trevor Anthony. Good job, guys. All right, well, that's going to do it for Chris and I. Once again, a 69-59 Ellsbury boys win over Bowling Green, and we will join you again tomorrow night, I believe, at 5:30, a little bit earlier, for Ellsbury girls action. Our girls last night did defeat Vandalia I had to think for a minute, and so did Chris. These tournaments get confusing sometimes. So they moved over to the winner's side of the bracket, and they will play here in the high school gym tomorrow at 5:30. We'll see you there. Until then, have a good night, and thanks for watching.